I'm 22, I'm unemployed in university, and somehow I'm able to travel to cities around the world for work. I actually travel to cities to build projects, and I don't pay out of pocket. And while a lot of my peers are in university doing internships for the big 4 companies like McKinsey Consulting or whatever, I'm able to actually travel the world, see new cities, new continents, new countries. And yeah, I don't really think I did anything special. It's just a few well-calculated risks I took that led to this. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about that and how I did it. As you guys can see, I am in the beautiful Buenos Aires with this crazy looking Congress building behind me. Looks absolutely beautiful. So I have a lemon cookie and some coffee I'm going to drink while I tell you. Coffee is actually from Colombia. Usually our Buenos Aires doesn't have the right climate and environment for coffee, so they get it from Brazil, Colombia, Peru. This one's from Colombia, and it tastes very nice. I guess for those that don't know me and don't have any context, it started with this event I did in Dubai, where we taught a bunch of people how to build their first apps with AI. That event in Dubai, we taught people how to build apps with AI, and I never thought I would do it again. We put that event online, and it got a hell of views. But get this, it got a hell of views. I did this again in Vancouver, and we had a sponsor for that Vancouver. So the event in Dubai, the views led to a 5K sponsor in Vancouver. And we used that money for the event, for the videos, marketing, expenses, logistics from the event. And I had roughly 1K left. Now, I had no plan, and for that Vancouver event, I had 400 people signed up to come to an event for which I had no venue, no sponsor, and not even the person I was supposed to teach online was confirmed, all within the last week. And the last 4 days is when everything fell into place magically. And that's kind of how it's been with all my projects and all these decisions that I've been taking. And it's not like the first time I'm taking these decisions. You develop an instinct, a gut, which guides you, and you train it. You train it to make the right decisions. And a lot of the times I've made a lot of the wrong decisions or bad decisions, and then I learned from it and improved that gut. And so after the Vancouver event, I had no plan on how I would do this in cities around the world. I had no company backing me. I only had 1K left from that sponsor, but somehow I just put it out into the world. I put it on our socials everywhere saying that I'm going to do this summer tour. And get you, I had finals, the hardest finals of my semester. I'm the only one working on this summer tour, no team, no company backing me, barely any money. And so what I did is built this Claude agent to send out hella cold emails that I trained it while I would study for these finals. I basically created luck. I created a surface area for luck, which led to people being involved in this event or people who wanted to help out, like this really nice principal that I met in Buenos Aires. And this guy who reached out and said he has a community of people in Latin America that wanted to be a part of us. And so one thing led to the other, but people started helping me out. I started making more I started reaching out to more organizations, universities, and somehow got an organization here called Crecimiento interested in hosting us for free, which is absolutely crazy to me. Like, it's so hard to explain how this would have happened looking forward. I can only explain it looking back. And so they decided to host us for free. And so as soon as my exams end, I pack all my shit, take the first flight out to Buenos Aires, use that 1K budget for my flight and stay. And somehow within 4 days, I have this belief that if we market the event well, make good videos, we would be able to get people to show up. And that's what we did. Within 4 days, we were trending on Buenos Aires Explorer page for the events happening here. And we started getting, we had like a lot of people signing up, and they came to the event. Everything was so last minute. Trust me, you only see this 1% of the content where I'm here in a nice view, acting like I know what I'm doing, but 99% is me being so scared and so anxious of like what the fuck is going on. I don't even know if shit is gonna work out, if everything, it feels like everything's gonna go to shit like 99% of the time. There's days where I wake up and I literally cannot drink coffee because of how anxious I'll get that things are not gonna go my way. And yeah, I guess that's just all a part of it. Like you only see the 1% of the you only see 1% of things that look good on content, but there's so much that goes behind the scenes that is so uncertain, and there's just a lot of shit you have to eat. Like even for me, I've had some of the craziest experiences here in Buenos Aires, but at the same time, most of the days I'm cooking my own meals. I'm sleeping in a hostel where people go in and out during night and make noise and have parties inside the rooms. Like the other day, a guy's literally banging his chick in the bed next to me. Like the fuck, you know. And you still have to be able to work and put on an event. You know, being like a one-person team. And yeah, it's crazy, but you figure it out as you go along. And so yeah, but yeah, there are also some really nice moments, you know, like I've met some of the best people here in Buenos Aires. Like I've never met people so kind and so friendly. And if you're a sociable person that likes to just flirt with everybody, you know, with like the old person across the street, with the lady that's at the reception, with the gym trainers, and this is a city where people are so warm and they like to talk and be expressive, and I'm very much like that. So that has been so crazy to see and learn from, and open yourself up to all these different experiences. But yeah, coming back to the event. So we did the event, we had people show up, and somehow like last minute we figured out everything, the streaming, the camera setup, the event organization. The girl that was taking pictures actually was a tattoo artist, and she gave me like this 6-hour tattoo after, which was crazy. And yeah, somehow it worked out, you know. And then I hustled to put those pictures on the event website, and with whatever money I had left, and we didn't get paid for this, we actually paid out of pocket to give free Replit subscriptions to the people that came and build their first apps with AI. So with everything, yeah, I was down to my last $100 till literally 2 days ago, and I was so anxious about money. Like I would spend money on a coffee and feel so anxious that, fuck, how am I gonna like be able to do the next 4 events? I have 4 events to do in 4 cities around the world, and I only have $100. But again, I know that these are feelings that I cannot control, but you have to be aware of them and take the next decision from a stable, I don't know if emotion is the right word, but from a stable frame of mind. And so that's what I did. I like clear my head. I did go for kickboxing here, which helps me a lot. I talk to people here, which makes me realize how small these things are in actually living life in a broader sense. And then I take this decision from a logical point of perspective. And again, I trust my gut. I trust my instinct. So I knew that if I show this Buenos Aires event in a way that would make other companies want to be a part of it, other non-profit organizations and sponsors, I would be able to raise some money to do the next event. And that's what happened. You know, somehow I partnered with another non-profit that gave us $2K to do this event in Chicago. And so now I have enough money to at least fly to Chile, stay in Chile, and then do the Chicago event. And I'm hopefully gonna lock in some more sponsors or events for the Chile event. Some more streams of income for the Chile event, and then do the Chicago event. And again, after those 2 events, do the same thing where I figure out how to do the next 2 cities. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I think today is my last day in Buenos Aires. Tomorrow I'm flying to Santiago, Chile, where I'll be going to a university. I'm literally doing door-to-door sales, except the doors are in cities around the world. And I'm trying to convince organizations, universities to do the events at. Let's see how it happens. I have a feeling that we'll figure it out, that if I make the pitch in the right way, they would be willing to let us use their venue for the event. And what else? What else did I want to talk about? I guess, yeah, like the one way I would like to end this vlog or video is that if you make enough lux surface area, if you do enough things, damn, this shit is loud. If you do enough things while you're young, or actually just in life, where you're stirring up this dust of lux surface, where you're basically doing so many things that you're increasing your chances of getting lucky, that things will like fall into place. It's very hard to describe because it's not logical. There's no plan, you know, it's just about doing things and telling people about it, and somehow things fall into place. And for the longest time, it will seem like everything's going to shit, and there'll be the last like 1 or 2 days where things fall into place together. And so yeah, it's just about constantly reminding yourself of that. So I hope the Chile event goes really well too. I hope the Chicago event goes really well too. We plan to do these events much bigger than the Chile events. And another thing I've been working on is this online cohort. The main business model for AI Plus Friends is not the events. I just do the events because I want to travel and I think they're cool. But the main business model I'm building towards is an online paid cohort or an online paid community. So yeah, hopefully that's the main thing that I figure out. It would be good to have that as like the stable source of income, and I can control the community in a way that isn't influenced by sponsors. And yeah, we figure it out as we go. So that's Buenos Aires, that's Argentina. Now it's on to the next city. By the way, have a look at this place I'm in. That's Buenos Aires for you. Ciao.